Hi, folks. This is Sean Hyman, and wanted to talk to you today um, about a real life gauge of the global markets, and that is copper. Copper is widely used in everything from commercial real estate and businesses, residential real estate that people are living in. Um, our electronics, our home appliances, you name it, our automobiles. It's such a wide base metal used that Wall Street calls it Dr. Copper because it has PhD in economics and so basically what it's saying is that when copper is rising, global economy is expanding, and when copper is falling, the global economy is slowing down and falling as well. And um, I shot a video not long back ago when copper was coiling up in a triangle, and I said, if it pops from the upside, it's going to be great for the global economy. If it pops through to the downside, it was going to be bad for the global economy. And not only did it pop through the bottom side of this triangle, but it also popped through this uptrend line here as well, and has continued to hold below it, and has held a number of trading sessions below it as well, all of which is bearish, and I believe we'll see more downside to come. It also doesn't help that, of course, we're about to have the summer months come upon us, and May, June, July, and August in particular are definitely rough months in the stock market, tend to be bearish and overall, and more times than not, the market falls through that period, and then starts to gather back some steam in around September, October, and head higher through the rest of the year, if it's going to head higher, that is. And so, copper has broken its uptrend. It broke the triangle. This is likely going further south. I want to show you one other real quick, which is the CRB Commodity Index. It's a basket of commodities. So to just look on a broader, grander scale, and what we had was commodities were sinking. They bottom out between October of last year and roughly almost the beginning of 2012. Got a bounce up, but then has had a sell-off, latter February to date. And so I'm watching this leg of the CRB index, and it continues to plummet. Where things are really going to be a test for the CRB index is when it gets back to these old lows, 292 to 295 area. And if it takes out and goes below the old lows, with copper already falling like it is, it's just showing a huge lack of demand, for product, lack of demand to expand, and so it shows you there's little to no expansion going on. It shows you that there's global slowing going on, and so what that means is it's a bearish sign for the macro economies of the world. It's a bearish sign for, and you'll see slowing GDPs if this continues. And if GDP continues to slow, you'll see it show up in sectors all over the place, and it'll affect stock markets as well. As stock markets dive, of course, that's good for defensive currencies like the US dollar and Japanese yen. It's bad for commodity currencies like the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. It's bad for all risk-on currencies, really, but particularly the commodity currencies that I just named, and particularly good for the dollar and the yen during those times. So that's why I watch the CRB index. That's why I watch copper to see where these are headed, because that tells me more in real time, really, what global demand is doing. And that way you don't have to wait for lagging quarterly or monthly GDP numbers. You can see in more real time what's going on in the world. If there's huge demand, commodities are going up. If there's a lack of demand, commodities are going down. And so it's been down for months now. And if the CRB takes out new lows, and copper is very likely to continue to hit a lower, definitely a bearish sign for the global economy, and that could end up affecting the United States again as well, and push things lower here also. So this you want to watch this, because if commodities continue to plummet, it's going to be good for the dollar. It's going to be good for the yen in the near term, for as long as they plummet. So keep an eye on commodities like this, copper and the CRB index, and that will give you an edge in your currency trading. Thanks so much for watching. And also, if you'd like to find out more about our services, you can check out the link below this video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.